friends, MD Vegan, juice fasting day. I only drink juices or maybe water, tea, coffee, whatever. The juices are amazing. You take the fiber out of the fruit, the plants. That means the nutrients go directly into the bloodstream. No digestion. Digestion rests. That turned the system upside down, so to say. On regular days, we use the most energy of the food, it's 60% or so, for digestion. It's important that digestion is the main part of our immune system. It's all in digestion, all in the intestines, so it's very important. But on fasting days we take a break. We don't digest. We fast and energy goes directly in, and we have a lot of energy just to be more sensitive, to cleanse inside, to self-reflect, and also to be creative. Yeah? That is very interesting. I, for example, use that creativity also to make new recipes, juice recipes. And I find really, actually, I didn't know that first, but when I went into juicing more and more, I had a wonderful juicer here. That was a real big thing when I got that. I had other juices before, but you know, a good juicer is important for that. It makes it so easy. Yeah? You make a juice in maybe 15 minutes or so. You have a liter of juice, and you have a lot of apples, carrots, oranges, lemons, ginger. So many very inexpensive fruit, vegetables that you can make huge amount of juice for very little money. Yeah? And you see these huge amount of vegetables or fruit, carrots, apples, so you get to know them, you feel them, you have a lot of them, and put the essence into a small glass, you enjoy, immediately feel what it is like to drink an orange or a carrot or an apple or a beet. Yeah? And I combine them, slowly. It's an amazing way, easy way to learn, to get to know the ingredients, to learn cooking. And at that time, at the same time, I am so sensitive, I feel more intense. The body is at rest, the digestion, so the body is more intense, the senses are more alert. So I feel more the effects, the benefits of all the ingredients. It's a perfect way for this kind of cooking I practice. So today I have two juices to combine. Usually I begin with a small number of ingredients. For example, a carrot juice. That's a classic. Carrots, apples, maybe lemon or ginger, carrot juice. Or beet juice. Beets, oranges, ginger, lemon, whatever you like. That's two examples for classical juices. And today I combine two of these juices. Here is my beet juice, beet and orange. That's the classic here. Small amount of beet, huge amount of orange. That makes a delicious juice. And another classical juice is the carrot and apple juice. It's another example. So to get to know these ingredients, it's a wonderful pairing. Carrots and apples are perfect together. You can also do carrots and oranges, also possible. Very different. But you find out, you combine, and you find out all these things. You feel how it is. And then you go to the next recipe. You can make it into a smoothie or whatever. Go on and on. Just begin with the small steps. So these are the basic two juices, and I refine both with lemon and ginger. That's always something for many recipes. This combination, lemon and ginger, highlights the original flavors. Can use it for the beet and orange juice. It makes it so much more delicious and more intense. Or as well for the carrot and apple juice. Also, lemon and ginger highlights both. And I have made this combination before. Oftentimes, meanwhile, after all these years of juicing, I have made these juices oftentimes. So beet juice with a carrot juice to combine. But today, I add a third part. That is a bunch of basil. Basil here is one of the mint family herbs. It's a huge family of herbs from the Mediterranean, and they have all different benefits. They have been cultivated for thousands of years. They have wonderful benefits, each different, and basil is to wake up. Yeah? It's a wonderful herb. You can eat the stem, for example. I juice the stems with the leaves here. The stem actually has more nutrients than the leaves in this case. Oftentimes it's like that. So the stems are also juiced. I will find out now what this juice will taste like with the basil, the beet and the carrot juice with the basil. And I'll tell you in a moment when I come back from juicing. Well, this is a little bit more than 1 liter. I have almost 1.5 liter. And color is wonderful. It's a full and rich juice. I didn't taste it yet. That's still to come. So I just mixed a little bit. Yeah, 2 containers here. When you juice and have more that goes in 1 container, you have to mix again. Here I pour it into one and then the other, back and forth. So everything is homogeneous and 1 juice only. So now I can taste it. It's a nice texture. The color is beautiful. And the texture also is a runny, light juice. So let's see what it tastes like. Very, very nice. It's a complex flavor, of course. There's a carrot, there's a beet, and there's a basil, very clearly. And it's all together one flavor. I can feel the different parts. Maybe there is also, of course, apple and orange. But these are more to give a little bit sweet and sour to the beet and the carrot. So in general, beet and carrot are earth flavors. Earth is the densest element. It contains all the other elements, if you want to talk in elements at all. That's a very ancient way of talking about the world, the cosmology, how the world is made, how it came into existence. They have old cultures, have their own views. Nowadays we speak in different terms. We talk about chemical elements. That's in a different way than we talked about earlier. But the talk about elements, like in the ancient cultures, like earth, water, fire, and so on, this also makes sense because they apply energy waves also. That is a modern term to the elements. The earth element has the densest energy. That means it contains all the other elements. So when you talk about an earth flavor, a beet flavor, a carrot flavor, for example, you know there's lots of minerals and vitamins in there, a lot of energy dense, and it tastes still like earth. Yeah, sometimes you don't like an earth flavor, it's a little bit heavy, but if you put lemon and ginger or let's say sweet and sour fruit to it, especially with the beet, it's so striking. All of a sudden, the beet flavor evolves into wonderful new flavors, as if the earth is a little bit lightened. More air comes into the earth, and so you feel all the parts. And beet flavor is the most exciting one, and carrot is also exciting, but beet even more so. I use the carrot here to make a little bit of more larger juice. You can't drink too much beet, that's too heavy, too strong. But carrot you can drink a lot. So beet is stronger. The colors, of course, are very, very important. So what's very also interesting in the beet, I wondered, why does it taste so amazing? What's the reason maybe? And I think what we all know is that beet and carrot both are high in sugar. But you don't taste that so much if you eat a beet. You don't think that it's so much sugar, but yes, it contains huge amounts of sugar. And I guess if you put then sweet and sour fruit together with beet, all these sugars come out of the beet and create part of these wonderful flavors. So I want to say that I use the earth flavor here as a base, especially the beet one here. It's a beet juice. You can see it's obvious. It's a beet juice. The color is so telling. So I use this earth flavor as a base to model it with other flavors. And the special flavor here is the basil. So we have a basil beet juice with carrots, apples, oranges, lemon, and ginger. Of course, it tastes wonderful. Yeah, I showed you. And now I show you what it looks like when it runs into a glass, so you have a little bit better impression. You see, this is the juice. It's a perfect juice. The texture is really wonderful. It's a nice, rounded color, and the texture also very perfect. There is nothing difference here from below and above. It's homogeneous, and the flavor also very balanced flavor. All these flavors are in there. Yeah? Still, you have one flavor. Interesting, yeah, and I guess it's very powerful. The beet will give me energy to work out. That's a fact, scientifically shown. If you eat beet or drink beet juice 2 hours before the workout, you have a maximum performance. It brings more oxygen into the blood and many other things. So beet is great, and basil, as I said, makes me wake up. So let's see what happens when I drink this magical potion. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. As I said, it's a juice fasting day for myself. I do it once a week. Let's continue going on. And if you want to learn more about juice fasting, the special gentle juice fasting that is very gentle, that means you never push yourself, you never force yourself, you always feel great. That's the most important thing for the energy inside the body and the mind to flow. You block the energy flow, you're feeling bad. Yeah? And also diseases, yeah. The body knows how to heal itself when the energy are floating, free. And you block the energies, the self-healing also stops. So that's why we want to feel great always. Feeling great means the energy flows. Very simple. It's a very simple thing. It's an ancient view, but it makes sense also to understand for today. Yeah, feeling great, energy flows freely. Very simple. And that's why feeling great is so important for juice fasting. If you, for example, have a headache while juice fasting because toxins get released, then you just slow it down. You maybe eat a little bit of salad, or you drink, you eat a soup, a light soup, yeah, or drink a smoothie, yeah, where you have a little bit of fiber in the food. The cleansing effect is slowed down because the digestion sets in, yeah, the body begins to work again here, and you have less of a cleansing effect. So that's how you can slow it down a little bit. The cleansings can be too hard. If you begin with juice fasting, yeah, in the beginning, effect can be very strong. A lot of toxins come out and you get a headache, feel dizzy, or whatever. Yeah, you don't feel so well, and then you slow it down. But the more important is that you do it regularly. Once a week, one day, that's the best I found. I've been doing fasting for 30 years now, and I'm very extreme. I want to know everything, but I end up here with gentle juice fasting once a week, just one day, yeah, to begin with. That's very recommended, highly recommended, and it's easy for everybody to do. You drink these wonderful juices, you have enough nutrients, yeah, and still you do the cleansing, self-reflection, and be creative. It's a wonderful thing to feel nature. Yeah? It's also, if you do it on the special fasting days, the moon days, and you have a feeling for the rhythm of nature. The all circadian rhythm, how our body is tuned, the heart rhythm, yeah, and all these rhythms they call circadian rhythms, how our body is low and up at night, and so in daytime. There are special rhythms, each individual, and at the species also we have these rhythms together. Also, it's a complex matter. It's also scientific research, circadian rhythm, you can look it up. It's very interesting. And the moon, yeah, the moon, how the moon comes in regular terms, is very important for these rhythms and for our health, for our well-being. If you feel these rhythms, you begin to feel these, to feel nature. Nature will reveal itself to us. So that's a way also to get to know yourself as part of the whole. And there is a Facebook page I created with a friend of mine. No, she's no longer there. She did other things now, but the Facebook page is still there. It's called TriYoga Moonfasting. Yeah, you can go there and be a member. I'll let you in, of course, and then you can have the juice fasting recipes I do every week, one, and there's a moon calendar for the best fasting days. You can also chat, not so many people there. Fasting seems to be a regular thing. Not so many people are taking part of it, but because you have to insist, you have to persist, you have to do it regularly. A little discipline is needed, but the effect is really amazing. It's very effective for me. I don't want to give up anymore. I always do my fasting day. If nothing's more important is there. If family or friends are there, okay, I forget about fasting, but then I quickly take the next time and do it again, or do it a day later or so. I will never want to give up my fasting anymore. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful recreation. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If so, like my video and subscribe. MD Vegan on YouTube. have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.